Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final round of any league race that I compete in on F1 2013. It's the Endurance Racing League's Japanese Grand Prix, and we do have a shout of clinching the World Championship, the inaugural championship on this forum, in this race. And the way we can do that is to have a gap of 125 points by the end of the race. Currently 114 back to Fox Molds, so a win for us and fourth or lower for him would secure it. And none less than a win is the aim for this race. That would make it 3 in a row for ERL, and of course the final race on the game would be an absolute gem to take the victory in, and it would be my 53rd on F1 2013, a game which has really treated me well. And second place in the Codemasters list would be F1 2010 with 25 wins in leagues for me. So this is a huge game for me, and I really enjoyed racing on this particular edition of the Codemasters F1 series. Anyhow, we round the spoon curve there and go off a little bit. This is not actually the pole lap. I didn't have my recording software on, unfortunately, for that lap. This lap came very close and would have beaten it if I didn't go off there at spoon. So yeah, we'll take this casino triangle, hopefully not lose too much more time, and cross the line here to end the session. Pole position by almost 4/10 over Stalin. Huzo also within a second in his second race, so they'll be the two guys I have to watch out for. You can see there my second lap is in fact the best lap in the sector times, and thanks Stalin there, good lap. That is our 9th pole of the season, guys. 3 more than Dregler with 6. I don't think anyone else managed to get one of them. Here's our strategy. It's a bit skewed towards the first couple of stints because of that 40% chance of rain there. Wanting to make sure I get as much tyre life early on as possible. So, final race on F1 2013. What can we do from pole position? The revs are building, the lights are on. 3, 4, 5, and we're off. Seems like we've got pretty good traction there. Well, Kart Dude's got an absolute flyer of a start from behind, and is he going to take Stalin? Not quite. It looks like he's overtaken Huzo, so he'll sweep around the outside and attack these curves for the first time. Absolutely love this sector actually. And by lap 4 we have a lead that's outside of DRS for Stalin, but Huzo is closing up, having overtaken Kart Dude. Not sure what happened to Kart actually, but anyway we pit at the end of lap 5, and we get a message there from Nick No Name asking if we want to race. Well, unfortunately I already am racing, so that'll have to wait. Apologies for that. We hit the prime tyres, and we're going to rejoin in 6th position and last. But no matter, because we've passed 3 people as they enter the pits the next lap. But Huzo has caught up a lot, so I'm wondering whether, yes, on the map you can see his dot entering the pits again, so his previous trip to the pit lane must have been a drive-through penalty. Cena lets us through as I think he's realised that his tyres are a bit too worn to continue to fight. And with the fastest lap there, we overtake Fox Molders here and the pits a lap later. So we actually have a fairly good lead there to Cena, I think it is, in second, but Stalin's actually the net second, having pitted, but Kart Dude unfortunately destroying his Lotus, so that's one less Lotus to worry about. And will we get a safety car? Depends on where he crashed. Yes, we do. I think he said he crashed at 130R, so that would have been a bit scary. So Cena is still in the lead, having not pitted. I'm going to try and get past as soon as possible, just to make sure that we can... get a gap before Huzo and Stalin manage to get through the field. We do get on the inside there, having spammed the curves, and we set off into the lead. I think with a couple of fastest laps in a row, building up our lead to around 8 seconds before we enter the pits again for another set of prime tyres. And there indeed is Huzo with a motion in third position, but he's gone off the track there, possibly spooked by us coming out of the pit lane. So it's just Stolen ahead, and we try to track him down here with the fastest lap. But unfortunately, I make a horrible mistake around halfway through the race, and I get myself a drive-through penalty for the third time in the season. Second time that was my fault, I'd say. Belgium was definitely my fault. And here we are, trundling through. A horrible feeling, really. Just going so slow. While, other guys are going full speed around the track, and there goes Stolen into the lead. We're going to rejoin around 4 or 5 seconds behind by the time I get up to speed. And yes, it's about 5 seconds. And then, big news there. Foxmold disqualified, so my only requirement now is to come 4th place in this race and I win the championship. We're still aiming much higher than that. We want to win this with a win. So we're going to have to catch up to Stolen. And before the rain comes, we'll put on another set of options just to see if a different strategy will work, because he is starting to get away and his tyre wears a bit better than mine. But he does pit, and I think he also goes in the options the next lap, but we've caught up a lot. That gap looks like around 2 seconds or maybe 2.5 seconds there. But still, it's going to need something extra special to catch up, because he's a class driver, and with an advantage he rarely gives them up. It's 1.8 seconds actually as we enter the Degners. We're going to follow this lap because this is the fastest lap of the race, and see how close we can get to the Lotus driver. And this corner, what a corner to try and do when you have no ABS. Good grief, it is horrific. And not quite as bad as it is when it's in the rain. We'll see shortly as the clouds look a bit ominous there. And through Spoon, we've gone a bit wide, but it hasn't slowed us down, but we have missed the second apex, so not quite the quickest way through there. Let's see how close we are as we go through the second sector split. It's coming up right here. We've closed it by 6/10, it's 1.2 now, almost within DRS. And now through Casino Triangle. Looks like he's taken us slightly too late an apex there. And what's going to be the gap as we cross the line? We're going to be within DRS? Not quite. Full revs for Stolen, but we set the fastest lap and the gap's just 1.1 seconds. And you can see droplets of rain starting to form. We need to catch him, or we can perhaps undercut him when the rain starts to come down. We must stay within DRS though, otherwise he probably will get away as his tyres come up to temperature. But he's gone a little bit wide there, so we'll definitely be within DRS for the next DRS straight. Let's take Degners here, or we ride on his gearbox now. Oh, he's wide. This is an opportunity. Spam the curves. It's going to be very difficult to pass around here though. Back off a bit early. Looks like he's also backed off. We don't turn across him. We're going to get more exit drive. Yes, the traction is there, even though we slip a bit on that curb. But we are into the lead for the first time since we got that drive-through penalty. But he's right behind, and it looks like he's going to make a DRS move here. This is of course the only straight with DRS, and he is through. Oh, I've thrown it back down the inside, but it looks like I lab tapped him, so I'm going to let him back through. Yes, I am. There we go. You can see rain is visible now. Not obviously not enough to change yet, but there is definite rain. He's gone a bit wide at Degnan 2 again. There's no way through this time. We do try the same move, but we're not quite far enough up, and not quite enough curves there to benefit from his slight mistake there. We pit a lap earlier than him though for the intermediate tyres. So, who's made the right choice? Have I gone too early? Or has he missed the beat? And it looks like we've benefited. We've managed to undercut. The track did get wet enough for the next lap for me to take the benefit. And I think that is Senna getting out of our way. A lap down, yes, thanks very much for that. Ooh, cut the corner there. Perhaps underestimating the grip I had on these inches. But Stalin does catch up, and for the next 9 laps, I have to hold him off to win this race, and he's down the inside. Oh, he backs out of it there as I almost chop across the front there, I think. That would have been a brave move there. And we've managed to hold him off for around 4 or 5 laps. We've gone deep into this hairpin, which is absolutely atrocious, and he's actually passed us there, but we're getting more drive. And thank gosh for the extra traction on that side of the track. But now it's the last lap of the race, and he's still behind us. There's obviously no DRS now that it's raining, and that's really helped us, because he is a bit quicker in these conditions. And oh, you can see his arrows, full 3 arrows. He is definitely on our gearbox. We go up the hill for the final time. We went a bit wide there, and there's pressure on the right. And oh gosh, you can't even see his dot on the map, it's so close to mine. Almost merged together. And Huzo has fallen about 48 seconds back in this weather. Still a fantastic drive from him though. Third position in only his second league race. I know there's only 4 finishes, but purely to make it to the end in the 100% race is an impressive feat. And it's only a second league race. He actually is catching us as we battle for the lead. But anyhow, that was a passing opportunity, and I did not make a mistake this time, and the gap's in fact enlarged and increased. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but spoon for the final time. Can we keep this advantage? No, I'm not going to believe you there, engineer. I'm not going to let up. We go to Rich though, because we have +1 lap. And it looks like Stalin's a bit too far back to have a go into the casino triangle. But he is catching us in the slipstream though. And maybe he is close enough. But he's not made a move there. And if we can just get the traction out of this final complex. Oh, there's a bit of a touch. If we can just get the traction, we will be able to finish the race in the lead. No time for a championship flick this time, but we are champions. Having won our 8th race of the season. And it's 0.5 of a second, the closest race of the season in time at least. And there are the championship standings after the final F1 2013 race. And obviously the Constructors is not wrapped up yet, but Force India looking pretty good for that, Cross O&I. And I thank you guys for watching my final F1 2013 video. I've been Jacko, and I'll see you on F1 2014.